Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Stotar Sadasri Sri Madhavai Charanarvinda His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Skan BBD Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Lord Premanande Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of Fourth Order, Chapter 24, Chanting the Song, sung by Lord Shiva, text number 35. And Lord Shiva is speaking. Rudras Vad. Sankarsanaya Suksmaya Durantayantakaya cha Namo Vishwaprabhudhaya Pradumnayantaratmane 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 Sankarsana Sankarsanaya, under the master of integration, Suksmaya, under the subtle, unmanifest material ingredients, Durantaya, unto the unsurpassable. Antakaya, unto the master of disintegration. Cha, also. Namaha, obeisances. Vishwa Prabodhaya, unto the master of the development of the universe. Rumnaya, Antaha Atmane, unto the super soul in everyone's heart. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Lord, you are the origin of the master of all integration as well as the master of all disintegration, the predominating deity named Sankarsana, and the master of all intelligence, known as the predominating deity Pradyumna. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Please repeat. My dear Lord, you are the origin of the subtle material ingredients, the master of all integration as well as the master of all disintegration, the predominating deity named Sankarsana, and the master of all intelligence, known as the predominating deity Pradyumna. Therefore, I offer my respect unto you. Purport. The whole universe is maintained by the integrating power of the Supreme Lord, who is known in that capacity by the name Sankarsana. The material scientists may have discovered the law of gravity, which maintains the integration of objects within the material energy. Yet, the master of all integration can create devastation by the disintegrating blazing fire emanating from his mouth. A description of this can be found in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, wherein the universal form of the Lord is described. The master of integration is also the destroyer of this world by virtue of his disintegrating energy. Sankarsana is the master of integration and disintegration, whereas Pradyumna, another feature of Lord Vasudeva, is responsible for universal growth and maintenance. The word Suksmaya is insignificant because within this gross material body, there are subtle material bodies, namely mind, intelligence, and ego. The Lord in Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and Sankarsana maintains both the gross and subtle material elements of this world. As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, the gross material elements are earth, water, fire, and the subtle material elements are mind, intelligence, and ego. All of them are controlled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Vasudeva, Sankarsana, and this will be further explained in the following verse. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Guru Vaisnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopis Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namastuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Hari Vancha Kalpataru Vakshakripa Sindhu Vyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyu Vaisnavebhyu Namo Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayate Girinyat Kripa Tamaham Bandi Sri Gurun Dilataranam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The benefit of hearing from realized soul is always taking one to the understanding of supreme truth. Association, very important. That is why Lord Shiva is speaking here that the real cause of all this phenomena in this material world running on their own course without deviating, without delaying, without any disturbances is because of the attracting force, energy of the Supreme Lord. Gurutvakarsan Shakti, in the gravitational force, is not discovered by any scientist. This is the potency of the Lord. Attract. All these unlimited universes in this material world are there on their orbit, on their kaksha, on their way, on their path, is because of Krishna's energy. Lord Balaram, actually Lord Balaram is Sankarsan. One of his name is Sankarsana. Bala is a powerful strength. Rama means one who is giving pleasure. All the yogis, they always enjoy because of this enjoying potency of the Lord. So, if we were not hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam from the lotus mouth of Lord Shiva, Rudra, then we would never know about this thing. So, Lord Shiva is a real scientist. He is revealing what is the energy of the Lord, how does it hold all these unlimited universes in this material world. And they are temporary. When Krishna will withdraw his attracting energy from this thing, then start falling apart. And fire will come out and it destroys this material world. Hetu, nanena kauntiya, it is because of his own desires. The appearance and disappearance of this material world takes place. On the other hand, no matter how long this material scientists study about the cosmology, no matter how long they study and they go to different planets and do a subtle study, small sukshma adhyayan, they will never find that Krishna is controlling all these things, because they do not have that intelligence to go beyond this material world. They only see within this world with whatever happened, cause and effect, and however their minds support them to concoct. And this is how they keep people under illusion. They are actually cheating people. So the real science, the real knowledge is to hear from scriptures that gives us true and real knowledge by knowing which that really benefits our life. We can end this unlimited birth, death, old age, and disease in this material world, and this unlimited chain of suffering that we are going through every day in our life. So Krishna consciousness is fun learning activities. Krishna performed all the pastimes in a nice, playful mood, nice, blissful mood, but teaching a deep lesson. Krishna was dancing on the hood of a serpent, Kaliya. Unless Kaliya was vomiting all the poison out, Krishna kept dancing. Externally, people are watching the dance, beautiful dance. Wow, how does this thing happen? All the gopis, they do not think that Krishna is God. They are simply enjoying Krishna is our protector, beloved protector. Only Balaram would know that Krishna is real God. Nobody else would know in Vrindavan, because Krishna covers there with Yoga Maya that nobody knows who he is. In actuality, like a God. But relationship, father, son, baby, boyfriend, friends, like that. So hearing these pastimes gives us real pleasure, blessings, happiness, satisfaction to our heart. But material people, their happiness is very dependent. If you are from eastern part of the world, you hear, oh yeah, I came in dependent visa to America. My husband went to America and he brought me as an dependent. So dependent happiness is, I look my happiness in dead matter. I have a cell phone to satisfy me. Cell phone is a dead matter. I have a car to satisfy me, another dead matter. I have a computer, motor car, house, family. These all are dead matter. What kind of pleasure we can derive from dead matter? Krishna does not derive happiness from dead matter. And Krishna's happiness is every second. Prativavitavis. Ananda chinmaya rasat. Ananda chinmaya rasat prativavitavis. He is in bliss, Ananda, and that Ananda is Chinmaya, is very inconceivable, transcendental. And Krishna has like 64 artistic qualities to enjoy his life. And he has Srimati Radharani to provide his unlimited happiness in his own abode. And his Atmarama, his happiness is not dependent on anybody else. He expands himself to Radharani. Radharani can expand herself into thousands and thousands of Lakshmis and all the queens and all these other expansions of herself. And that constantly gives great pleasure to Lord Sri Krishna. In this way, he is never after this happiness coming from dead matters like we are looking in this material world. And it is very, very conditional. We inspire today, we are demotivated tomorrow. And there are so many incidents that affect us So many people, they dishearten us. And this way, we always experience happiness and sadness in this material world as long as we take shelter of his another energy, material marginal energy, Maya Shakti. So it means we are not interested in Krishna. In material world, we may be taking up Krishna consciousness, but if we were really interested in Krishna, then we would never give up Krishna in our life, or we would never feel that kind of distressful situation. So Krishna is reminding us, please come to me. I am the cause of your happiness. He openly claimed that you will fail. Whatever way you try to be happy without me, you will always fail. I will make you always fail. No doubt there. This is my challenge. Krishna is saying that. You will always fail. In every single attempt, what you do, try to enjoy without me. But with me, it's become very easy for you. Yeah, Magasa, Maga Karvanam, Maga Karma, Vichechasa. So this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us every time that Krishna is simply reminding about us. This constitutional position. I'm not giving you big knowledge yet. Nothing. You are already Satchidananda. You are already blissful, full of knowledge. But we need to position ourselves in right track. So Lord Shiva is speaking about how this material world is running and the way how this Lord is controlling everything, all the activities in this material world. And once one knows it, problem is over. Devotees, they even have more direct connection to Krishna. Lord Shiva is talking about Krishna, different energies here. And the expansive energies, plenary energies. Plenary of the plenary energies is talking about indirect energy of the Lord. But the devotees, they do have opportunity to meet and associate with that directly to the energetic, the source of all the energies. Only it is possible by practicing Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there is no hope in our life. Everything is like falling apart in this material world. There was a rich man, very rich man one time, lot of money. And in early days, if somebody would come to loot your money, they would let you know, inform you. Mr. Rich Man, billionaire, on such and such day, we will come and plunder you. Be careful. Try to protect your property. Even thief would follow some conduct, code of conduct, some discipline. And the rich man, okay, I got an open challenge from these people. Now I need to protect myself and my wealth and my properties. And he hired extra security guards to protect. And paying a lot of money to the people to guard, paying his money, and he was waiting when will they come. The thief, the gang master, they knew that he is deploying so many security forces to protect his property, but then they were carefully watching the right moment. And finally, that rich man, what happened to him is spending a lot of money just maintaining his security, and finally he got bankrupted, he got broken. No money. And the Gun master wrote a letter. All right, now you can let them go. You don't have anything, so we are not coming to loot anymore. The property that we were thinking to snatch from you, is already spent out. You don't have nothing to protect, to lose now. And that man was, he realized that even if my property was stolen by those people, I would be still poor. And now I am voluntarily spending my money to protect my property, and I'm still done with everything. So he became detached from this material world. This is the nature in this material world. Anything we try to do other than Krishna consciousness. But Krishna consciousness activities, every single action that we perform with great pleasure or with great distress or with great difficulties, it ultimately gives us happiness. Preaching Krishna consciousness is not always blissful action. It's not always pleasing. A lot of thorns and pebbles on the way we have to go through. But here we are trying to please the senses of Krishna. Krishna, Indriya, Priti, Kare, Bhakti. Apana Indriya Tripti Kare, Bhoga iska. When we try to please the senses of Krishna, that is called devotion. So, the material people, they never speak truth. They never come to the understanding of this truth. But they do know that God exists. And they do not have answers to a lot of the theories that they produce. That's why they keep changing. Truth remains always truth. It never changes. We never edit the truth. But our man-made theories keep changing and keep coming new version and replacing the old one with new one. And they're just fooling people and then just misleading the mass and going to hell together. So authority is very, very important to have in our life. Lord Shiva is another authority. And he knows the truth. He himself is paying his obeisances to the Lord, that you are maintaining everything. This all thing is possible in this material world because of your integrating force, integrating energies. And whenever you want to disintegrate, and it will be disintegrated. Just like when this world is filled with all kind of rogues and thieves and bad rulers and kings and everything. And when innocent people are badly suffering and tortured by their sense gratification, Krishna will disintegrate it and become Mahapralaya, the greatest devastation. Underneath this material world, there's some water, Garbhodakasa ocean. It's very easy to finish this world. Even in this earth, if you divide the earth into two parts is filled with water. One part is land. That 2 part of water can easily engulf this land, and this happens. But Krishna is reminding living soul, you have a chance to come back and stop this cycle and suffer in this material world, in the whirlpool of this material world. If you practice the devotional service, it is a volcanic eruption of happiness comes to your life. It's not just like happy little slight moment of happy. It's a volcanic happiness. So the best use of our life is to engage in devotional service. This body is a gift present given by God to us to use in His service. And if we sincerely follow these things, this knowledge will be revealed to us. This spiritual knowledge. Devotees are not after knowledge. Even though devotees know knowledge, they do have knowledge, but they are not after knowledge, but they are after someone from whom this knowledge comes. from. Try to make a personal relationship with Krishna and be part of his lila. So cultivating is always challenging, but if we fix and focus and continue with that fixed determination and goal set up, sudrida viswasa kari, with a firm and fixed determination that Krishna is the only protector of mine, and he does protect me at any situation if we just take that shelter at his lotus feet without a doubt. If there is a doubt, then Krishna will not jump in to help us. Doubt maybe or may not be. If we keep a second option, people say we should have backup before breakup. People say we should have a backup before breakup. If Krishna does not help me, then I should have my plan. So this way he doesn't help me. That's why yesterday when your devotees met Swayam Bhagavan Kesav Maharaj, he's very young, energetic, in his maybe late 40s, early 40s. And he is surrendering everything to Krishna and then grabbing that danda. My mind, my body, my words are in your service. And this is how one is attracted to such personality, because they do not have anything for their own interest. Their life is sold out for the service of all of us, all the devotees, for the benefit of the whole world. So we should always follow this footstep. We should always try to fix and then try to have this conviction that Krishna, Rakhe Krishna, Mari Krishna, Rakhe. Yeah, I do have that faith in you, lotus feet. Please, I am yours. Then all disparity of mind, this is confusions, all this sadness will go away forever from our life. Srila Prabhupada, we can see the Srila Prabhupada, same thing. He was desperately traveling and preaching. His heart was burning with this pain of seeing the suffering of these people in this world. Because of that burning fire of the compassion, he was like always restless and preaching very intensely. And in emergency, sometimes breaking these social norms and values. A sannyasi or sadhu is not supposed to cross over the ocean, as the scripture says. And Prabhupada says, Hanuman did it for the service of saving Mother Sita, for the pleasure of Lord Ramachandra. And we can also do for the pleasure of Krishna and spread this message and give Krishna to everyone all over the world. This is the duty of a Vaishnava, a non-envious personality, seeing whom once all the miseries go away, even without asking those things. This should be, this much we should be attractive in our qualities. And all these qualities are coming from Krishna. It's coming from Krishna. As soon as we are plugged in to that energies, that is ours. We are his energies. We can boldly claim those qualities of Krishna when we practice Krishna consciousness. They automatically manifest in our behavior, in our day-to-day activities, in our personality, in our words, in our speech, in our mind. So this Balaram is Akarsana, in the gravity is real, it's God, not by explained by this modern scientist. They do not have even a complete explanation how gravity works. This is very interesting, very amazing. So the Sankhya philosophy, when we study about all the Sankhya philosophy, we understand Krishna completely. We see the whole picture, how his energies work in this material world. And once we know that, and then we go to the person behind this thing. Some people, yogis, some other people try to remain and enjoy in the bliss of seeing Krishna's unlimited energies, and they just simply lost in there. They never want to go further and then establish or want to know that personality in person to person. They are fan. They are happy. They understand God is great, but they do not want reciprocal relationship with the Lord. They are content in seeing the greatness of the Supreme Lord. Wow, great! Lord you are amazing. Yes. But out of them, Manusyanam Sahasresu, out of them, somebody tried to understand, oh, beyond that, let me see. What could be that personality whom all the Vedas glorifies, whom all the yogis meditate on? Brahma, Indra, Varuna, Chandra, Surya, Rudras, all the 11 kind of Rudras, Ganesha, Durga, are constantly meditating upon. Yam Brahma, Varurendra, Rudra, Maruta, Stunbanti Divyastavai. They are offering divine prayers. Divyastava. Like Stava Mala, there's the set of prayers. Yes. And the Lord is always glorified constantly by Samavedas. All the Vedas is nothing but the singing song for God. Krishna, you are great. That's all they are saying. Krishna, you are so sweet, so great, so brilliant. That's all the scriptures are speaking. Brahmaji is saying the same thing in Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha lakshavrite susurabhir vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata samramase bhimanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Their greatest personality is simply enjoying with a calf, playing flute, Venu Madhuri, right? Nobody has this Madhuri, the pleasure playing flute from the Lord. Rupa Madhuri. The Gaudiya Vaishnava, our devotees, our acharyas, they are focusing on the beauty, Rupa of the Lord. They are amazed to see the beautiful smiling face of Krishna. The problem is why we are not attracted to such sweet personality. That is the problem. What is the problem in us? Because why do we have separate interest other than Krishna? When I say we not the people in this room, but in general in the world. Why? Why we are looking happiness in the dead matters? That's like cell phone and all the external things. And why we are not learning some lesson even after failing so many times in this material world and getting slap of Maya multiple times, why we are still not opening our eyes and surrendering to Krishna? These are the questions to the material outside people, for ourselves as well. One Acharya says, if one has a drop of mercy of Krishna, and if he is still in this material world, he will give up his body. He cannot tolerate that separation. We are still here happy because we do not love Krishna. We are happy without Krishna, that's why we are still here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is desperately praying, when will that day come in my life that I will have some taste in chanting the holy name? Maybe one day I may develop. He does have all the taste, but he is simply saying like that. That means why all these people in this world are not having attracted to Krishna. Even Krishna performing so many beautiful pastimes in Vrindavan. These all pastimes are just meant to attract our attention. That's all. Teaching us lesson. I found one friend of mine. We worked together. When she was a like teenage girl in Mexico, Hermosillo. Have you heard this name? Hermosillo. Hermosillo. She was like 13 years, 14 years old, 10 years. And devotees from Los Angeles, they would go to Mexico for preaching and maybe some selling some incense, books. And her house in Hermosillo would be the resting place for the devotees. Whoever would come, visit, pass through, they would always stay in their home. And Elena, she said they would call her Elinato, something like in Spanish they call Elinito, something, yeah. And they would bring all the book to her, and she read all the book. And I worked with her in same company for 5 years, and I never know her in that way. She never told me that she was also Hare Krishna in the beginning. But one day she came to my desk, and I had a little lighting Krishna. When you turn on the light, Krishna, the thing bright up and up. Oh, he says, I know this guy. How do you know? And she started telling all the Krishna story, Krishna Lila. I was reading. I have a big art book, and all the book Prabhupada. And I want to know these two devotees. She says Sanat Kumar, and Saranga Das, or some. One is Sanat Kumar. I need to talk with Sureshwar Prabhu. Maybe he knows in LA Temple when he comes. And she is telling me stories of Krishna. She knows everything, and I invited her to the temple. We are here, and she told me she might come yesterday morning for the class, but I don't think she came. She was when she was a child, and she had that beautiful association. She went to India. She visited ISKCON temple in India. And she is still vegetarian from then. And her all kids who are born from her, they are vegetarian too. This is the special blessing of a sadhu, devotee. One moment of association in her young age make her think Krishna all life and live a life, better life. This is the opportunity for all of us. We never know when we will end our journey in this material world. We never know when our body will cheat us. It's not a permanent settlement. Our soul is only passing, a passenger, is a traveler passing through from previous body through this body, through another body. We never know how many journey we make in this life, in this world. But Prabhupada says, just give this lifetime to Krishna. That's all. That's all Prabhupada requesting. And we are awakened. We somehow or other, by the mercy of the devotees, we come to Krishna consciousness. This opportunity to see and to know about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have this good fortune to know about Srila Prabhupada. We have a great good fortune to see and meet our great spiritual masters and get guidance from them, to serve them, to associate with them, and to hear from them. And then all of them, all are constantly reminding us about Krishna, and then they are maintaining us, cultivating us, and keeping our consciousness up to the right position so that we will not fall apart. But if we are not like grateful or thoughtful or careful, then What can be done? Nobody can save. Even our Guru Maharaj, they cannot save us if we don't want. It's all up to us. Yes, this is all up to us. Krishna consciousness. You are, that's why material people say, I am the master of my own happiness. And it's Krishna consciousness, we need guidance, mercy, but ultimately, the little free will that we have is the detrimental factor that we want to continue with Krishna or we want to disconnect from Krishna. It's all up to us. And we again go through the same cycle. But here we have good chance. Somehow we are here together. Somehow we already came in, already enrolled in this new plan, 2025, 26 year. So the tree with fruits and the devotees with wisdom, knowledge, wit, are always humble and respectful and sharing and caring and everything. Any questions? Let's discuss for a few minutes until the curtain opens. And today, the Ekadasi day is a very auspicious day. Tomorrow is a appearance day of Lord Bhamana Deva. And we will hear more glories of Lord Bhamana Deva from Lalita Priya Mataji tomorrow. Right? Sure. Bhaman Dev, little beautiful boy, dwarf incarnation of the Lord, having beautiful pastime with the king, Bali Maharaj, Shukracharya, the priest. All this is going on. Tomorrow we will hear from Lalita. In brief, it's not possible to complete everything tomorrow. Any questions, please? Any comments? All right, it's a sleeping class today. Hare Krishna. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And tonight we have a beautiful evening event, Mantra Voices. Devotees will be participating.